Well, that's a ghost fault I might return to. You can dig and like, actually no you can't. If you dig, oh that's weird. Huh, I wonder, cause that door is not ruined. So if it digs, you could, it's up to Real Lobber. It's an insane game. Someone has to be insane to play it. Someone has to be truly insane to win it 19 times in a row. Dang, dude, that Eaton was... That could be the case. Oh, it could be, yeah, the layout. That's from the layout. That's possible. Well, it's you know, this style of game is difficult to be sure, but it's not as hard as you might think. You know, if you play with the right mindset, it's actually not. You know, it's certainly a challenging game, but it's not that hard to win. But you do have to have the right mentality as you play it. But yeah, I mean, I've won it 19 times in a row. And other people have won it even more times. That's playing a new combo I've never played before each time. You can definitely win it if you pick a strong combo and kind of learn to play slow. Go in full bore. Well, I mean, there are really strong combos in this game. You can play, relatively speaking, kind of like that. You know, you do have to sort of slow down and think. To some extent. Sort of depends on just exactly how insane your Jedi Knight playing actually is. Presumably you've gotten fairly far if you've played it thousands of times. Hobbit Stone Slinger. Oh boy. Damn it, Pikek. Well, I mean, if you watch some of my streams or if you check out any of my videos, you can see kind of how to slow down and play more carefully. It's not that hard to get a character like that to win. You know, if you're just really interested in going crazy with tab and you don't really care about winning, then that's fine. But it's also, this is a style of game where it does want you to learn how to kind of slow down and think your way through situations. Yeah, that's why I said you probably made it some level. I'm gonna take some nasty stuff around this corner. Okay, there was at one point nasty stuff around this corner, but that is no longer the case. Oh, what? No. Anyways. Well, neither have I. I mean, roguelikes as a genre are, they're not like, you can cheat if you play offline. You can save scum. Just, you know, make a copy of your save. If you die, copy it back so you can resume. Yeah, the save files are, stored locally. If you're in Windows, there's there's a directory. It's usually in C program files where the game is installed, I think, is where it puts them. If you're running it from the zip folder, it's going to actually be in there. It's going to be a subdirectory. I think it's just saves, actually. But anyhow, my point is that this is sort of a game that wants you to kind of like slow down and think a bit rather than just always constantly tabbing. But, some people like to play it in a kind of crazy, go nuts, not think too much style. It's not, the game's not really built for that. It's more meant to be like, hey, doing crazy stuff like that could kill you. So kind of slow down if you get in trouble and plan out. Here's one thing, only one thing. I think there's a lot of things that they could do to, they being devs. Oh, we got a big old vault here. Big old, do I know what this one is? I could add sound. Yeah, sound is something that's definitely on the list of things that we want to add more to the presentation in general. You could have little cool animations. You could have the tiles so that the walls, the different wall shapes weren't just the fixed same perspective, but they had intelligent like lining up. There's all sorts of cool presentation stuff. There is a hack on one of the online servers to add sounds to it. It's pretty funky. I played a game with it. If you on my YouTube, you can see me playing through most of a game with it enabled. It's pretty funny. No, I don't mean like, that kind of perspective shift. What I mean is like, uh, if you look at the current tiles, like they're just the same repeating tile, but you can have it so that vertically running tiles look like a vertically running wall. They're still the same, they're just intelligently joined. Bomba Bunk. I don't know who that is, Jink. Well, it's sort of. I'm also just giving one example. There's all sorts of other stuff you could do with the visuals. That's just one that I was sort of sketching out. I mention it because BH has code for that called domino tiles. That's already merged. It's used like in. It's used in Crypt. Actually, it's used on the floors in Crypt, but you could use it to do walls, so that it would look more natural, the tiles. And you could call it a texture fix if you want, but they're not really like textures. There's no 3D graphics happening in Crawl. It's just laying tiles out on a 2D grid. And this would be the same. It's just basically it would have a bigger set of tiles for walls, and if it saw that a tile was like running horizontally here, you would see a horizontally looking set of walls, and as it ran up, it would switch to vertical, and it would look more natural. Whereas currently, it's just repeating the same tile. It's randomizing it. There's many tiles have randomized variants, and it looks fine with the randomization, and you could still have randomized variants actually with what I'm describing. You actually probably would. You would just have, they call it domino because it's like how you chain dominoes together, lining them up based on the points of dominoes. If you play a game of dominoes, and that's kind of the idea of what's happening with the domino tile code, the graphical tile code that I'm talking about. We should talk to BH about it. The problem is we also need artists to make those tiles. I'm a developer for this game, if you weren't aware. Scroll of Fear. What is this fault? I didn't recognize it. Is it? This isn't. Oh, playing. Oh, don't you go there, Mike. I know you play your own game. Now, Mike doesn't stream it himself playing it, but we know he plays it. I have inside knowledge of the mobs. I'm sure that that's why I won 19 games in a row. Lots of people have win streaks in this game. Not many people get to 19, but definitely 19 is like top 20 streaks. The longest streak is the longest non-repeating streak, I should say, is like in the 40s. No, they're not, Doc Paisley. How dare you say that? Wait, you're Mumra, right, Doc Paisley? Or maybe I'm thinking of another username. Some crawl devs are not very good. Some crawl devs are excellent, above average players, and some are elliptic, you know, like the best player of all time, or at least definitely in the running for it. Okay, maybe I'm just there. Yeah, I thought it was you, Mumra. Mumra doesn't have. Let's see. I don't know if Mumra's in the. Mumra's probably not. Let's see. Nick. This should work. Mike is in the. Oh, I guess we gotta add one for him too. You can do this yourself with a slightly different syntax. There you go. No, just no your crawl name, not Mike Denise. Yeah, just one, Mike. You just do DCS Nick and then space. There you go. Let's see what Mumra's splat ratio is. There's Mike. Where is... Yeah, you can type that too, gate 88. Just type DCSS, bang DCSS Nick, space gate 88. I need to change it so that it works based similar to how Sarabot does, but currently you have to add your nick even if your nick is the same as your Twitch name. I don't know why didn't Mumra's work, because I don't see him listed. Oh, okay, I got it. You can't log into your old account. Well, you can ask the server admins for that. You should set your nick Mumra to. You should do a nick for Mumra to include that account. Yeah, you should map it to basically from IRC. I don't know if you go back to IRC. This won't work here, but I'll type it out for you. Nick Mumra space. I don't know what your other name is. Like other one. Something like that from you know, crawl dev or from Pound Crawl, and that will make you have a nick that contains the account Mumra and the other one called Other One. That's a placeholder. You should replace that with whatever the name of the other account is. That way it'll include them both. But yeah, you're right. No, I should have realized. Rip. Well, you have to use your account name and you have to map it. I don't know if you have an online account name, Rainy. Yeah, so you would type that. If you ever go to IRC, type that and it will map Mumra to include both. You could just use Doc Paisley, actually. Maybe I should just do that, huh? Let's do that. Case doesn't actually matter here. Yeah, there we go. 100%. There he is. The man of 100%. The arbitrary splat ratio metric. I don't like this vault. It's just giving you layer branch monsters and really easy stuff as like a recap of, oh hey, Rune Cloak. You can go to twitch.tv/lamlobot. It only stays in your chat for like 6 hours though. It's meant if you stream DCSS. It doesn't. It's not like Nightbot where it will always show up. I do have plans to kind of rewrite it to actually work more like a subscription. Yeah, it's per stream. But yeah, you go to twitch.tv/lamlobot and just type bang join, exclamation point join, and it will join your Twitch chat. It has a limit of how many people it can spectate due to Twitch limitations. You have to be a little bit careful. I need to rewrite parts of it to actually properly use the Twitch API instead of just trying to do everything via tracking in IRC. But actually to use the API properly, because there's probably some better ways I could do things. I just have to look into that. Yeah, this vault is... It's like... This is... I don't like it. I don't like it! Twitch actually uses IRC as the basis of its chat, but it's pretty weird because you get so many Twitch users, and it has some very specific limitations to what it allows in terms of message rate and stuff. And if you go to really busy Twitch chat channels, like it's the way it functions as an IRC client is funny because it's like you can't actually successfully get the user list over IRC because it's too big and it gets really weird. Throwing some nastier stuff now, but started off throwing just like layer branch monsters and stuff. A dull robe, that's not very exciting. Also gives you these really nice third lowest. Yep. Well, I mean, 40% is kind of a cutoff for, obviously it's just close to 50, so it's like, yeah, do you mostly win, or... A lot of people really don't win even from XL17. Depends on what kind of silly stuff you've been doing on your account. Okay, now there's Draconians. I have many complaints about this vault. That's Shapeshifter, maybe? Nope, that was just a Minotaur. Gesture. Friendly neighborhood minute. Green Draconian. Why? It's not. This isn't depths. I mean, depths 5. This is the vault of place weird monsters. And recap other places you've already been to. This isn't Min Maze. Yeah, this isn't the grid. I don't think. No, it shouldn't be. Boxo beasts, Sacco spiders. There's finally got fan of gales. Pair of rune gloves. What do we have? Gloves of dex. Gloves of strength. Sorry, not good enough. You see here an arrow. There's a cloak back there. Let's go check out that sweet, sweet cloak. Oh yeah! As much as I like resistance, I can put on RF, but I really like me some invis, folks. And more AC. That's the cloak for me. That's Gamma Funk's cloak. Oh no, Zatrap. Tabbing now. So holding out for those gold dragon scales. Am I gonna get them in Zod or? Give me my scales. I need them. I need my endgame armor. Okay, dodging is done. Crap. It's probably done a long time ago. Or maybe not a long time ago, but we'll have to watch this carefully. So I got 2 armor manuals this game and a dodging manual. Me with that AF cold. It hurts real bad. I do have RC, yeah. I only have 1 pip though. Your wounds, give it to me. Building up a nice little supply. Oh! You sneaky bastard. Could, I'm definitely not gonna waste a cancellation pot on little Mark, but I am gonna have to. There we go. Get that Para Eye out of here. Then I'm gonna make the huge play. That's right, he's going invis. He's gonna pull up the mobs. He's gonna start with the Sphinx. Look at this. They can't even see him. The mobs don't even know he's there. Well, they do, but you can't do much about it. 105 silver javelins, holy crap. Throw them jabs. Look at this tabbing. It's a tab fest. Oh, this I know this. This is an altar vault. This one is Maklub themed, I believe. It's gonna have some demons. I'll actually exclude this for now and get the rest of the level. Some more heal wounds. Finally getting up a decent supply. Still got some haste. Save this fall for last. It has. Oh, what do we have here? 10 potions of heal wounds. Yeah. How about no? How about not on your life, buddy? I'm gonna take your bread and dex trove. Gonna give me 10 bread rations. 3 ornate decks, crystal ball of energy, book of spells, Elliptic does still play, yeah. Elliptic has won. I don't know that anybody else, I don't think anybody else has a higher rate, although Yermak is getting very close. He's won, 69% of all possible combos. There's 638 unique currently playable combos, and he's won over 2/3 of those. And he has the longest non-repeating win streak of all time, meaning that, he doesn't, well, at some point it does have to repeat classes, but it's random each new character. Yeah, I'm trying to get up to a 30 streak myself, but I haven't restarted that yet. My 19 streak ended, died as a mummy. Those doors are, what? That was weird. Oh, it's red. Huh. Oh, if it's out of Los, it shows. That's bizarre. Those probably shouldn't. Oh, nice little stash here. Look, these are all sacrifices. We must free them, right? Demonologist, because it's Makalub. Get it? Get it? Demons? Get it? No, he plays online a lot. I mean, you look at, I'm sure he does play games, quite a lot, practicing, but I think, he's actually very close to Elliptic. Look how close he is. He's within 15 combos. Yermak mostly plays on European servers, although I think he does play on CKO. I think he won well, it may not be final, but he's likely to win the current CSDC, the tournament. It's ongoing. Ends on Friday. He's certainly the top contender right now. Saint Roka, you're not a demon. Buddy, you're lost. Crap. You're not a demon, but you make demons. Okay, this isn't really what I wanted. I didn't want all these orcs. Get these orcs away from my demons. Okay? Orcs and demons do not mix. Just let the orcs be orcs and let the demons be demons. Nice, +7 plate of Ponderous. I wonder if Roko was wearing that. So there's going to be something spookier, like, yeah, there we go, an Executioner. Is he gonna... Oh, no, he's just... He cast haste and he just kind of left. That poor guy is just gonna... Well, I'm looking to take pot shots. I could fly over there. I just don't want the... I don't necessarily want to get marked, although there's nothing else left.